Zildjian from the 50s, early 50s, I think. Maybe they started production in the 40s, but it's called a trans stamp. So those are quite collected. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can see the stamp, but it has the. Where is the stamp? Here. Anyway, it's a Zildjian from the early 50s. It's a typical one. So this stick is also kind of bright sounding. So this stick is a little bit mellower. So. Rivets, they're pretty bright, but they're very defined and sweet sounding, and they sound very good in the music. With this stick, so Zildjian from the 50s, early 50s trance stamp. Very, very nice. It's kind of bright. Like for me, from here, it's bright, especially with these sticks. It's kind of bright, but for the band, and when you stand on top of it, it actually sounds very, very nice. That's funny. So, this is one. Then let me put on another one. So from the same era, but lighter. So you have this one, it's a bit lighter. I don't know how much it's like. The other one was like 1960 gram. This is 1870 or something, I forgot. But yeah, it's hard to see the stamp, but it has a similar stamp here. See the lading, it looks a little bit the same. So this is without rivets and it's lighter. So let's see how this sound sounds. It's also 20-inch. Oh yeah, of course. Again, this stick is pretty aggressive, so. This one doesn't have rivets, so let me put the chain on it. This one. This one is a bit darker because it's lighter. Okay, let me play this one. Zeppelin. He played like some shuffles. So again, this is a trance stamp, pretty light trance stamp from the early 50s. I don't know how much you can hear from there, but so this. Yeah, I'm just trying out the stick. It's like a very large tip, so it almost sounds like a nylon tip, like a plastic tip, but it has more, like it brings out more tone. Right. So let's see with a nylon tip. I have this kind of tip, the round one. It's the most mellow one, but I'm getting used to sticks who get a little bit like brighter tones and who get more like layers. So this wood tips, like if you have tips like that, especially this is not maple, but especially if it's maple, I mean every cymbal will sound good with it, but it's kind of a more one-dimensional sound. So this is the most aggressive tip. Let me put this one, so this is the heavier one, I put it on the left. Again, I don't know how it will sound with the phone, maybe this is like too close to the edge, you know. So if I play with the like this more, then it's a different sound. Alright. Hey, how are you? So do you guys hear this one too loud because it's close to the microphone? Is it still okay? So 2 trance stamps, early 50s. club, it has to go with the melody of the song. So if you play Girlfriend Kalima, so it doesn't go. It's a, right? So let me switch those. So the lighter early 50s and then the later. So if you guys, I'm not so sure how, like if it's not too loud in the microphone. The left one has no rivets, left one is lighter, but feels pretty defined to be light. And this one is 1960 grams, like I think it's like 100 grams different. I don't use microphone. It's just my phone. I mean, I have a microphone, but it's like it's pretty hard. Like I don't know how to connect it, direct to my phone, and I should figure that out. And I don't want to like edit the videos to put extra time with it. I just use my microphone with, from the phone. So. Yeah, these Samsung phones have a good microphone somehow. So this is a very nice. So this is early 50s trance. They I think go from the like late 40s to the early 50s, but it's probably early 50s. Okay, so this is early 50s, right? Then I have the right cymbal. So this is from the late 50s, and it has a little bit of different stamp. You see, it really looks different. Yeah, I put a little bit of tape on it, honestly. Because otherwise, yeah, I just, like it. So this one is also on my record. Like I've used this one for like forever on everything, and then I stopped using it for like a long time, maybe for 2 years. And yesterday I took it out on a gig again. For which one? For this previous one? Nowadays something like that goes maybe for like $400. I mean, I play mostly jazz, or I play world music. I play some rock too, I have some rock gigs, It's like more like a job, but it's also nice. So this is a small stamp. The stamp is different. Yeah, this is so dirty, I can't even find the stamp. But this sounds different. So let me put this one up. Yeah, this one has a little bell crack, and it's like I've been using this one for so long, it already kind of got destroyed, It's like I've used it like everywhere, from clubs to recordings to like playing in the park, like so, from like busking. So let's see. It does have tape, so normally it's a little bit opening up a little bit. I mean, I played in an Afrobeat band. Like I played a lot of African music also, and I love African music, West African music. So I played with Nigerian Afrobeat. I played with people from Ivory Coast. I played with Congolese people. So I like this kind of music too. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So this is okay. Let me put so you can hear, and then I'll play some. So again, the difference, late 50s, and it's around, like this one is a bit heavier. So I like it better with this one. Late 50s, early 50s. I'm going to say, so the late 50s, interestingly enough, they sound darker a lot of times, and the early 50s sound pretty bright. but more defined. This one is lighter, but like very defined. And this one is defined too, but I did put some tape on it. I love this cymbal. This is such a great cymbal. So late 50s, it's like 2035 RAM, and then the left one is this trance stem, like the early 50s, 1960, a little bit lighter. Goes to rivet, so you see the early 50s weird enough. It's like brighter, and I think the late 50s, because the K Istanbul cymbals became more popular, and like, you know, drummers like Elvin, Art Blakey, and so on, you know, they had this dark cymbal. So Zildjian from the US, the Vidi Zildjian, had to compete with it, I think. They started making cymbals that sounded a little bit darker, because the Zildjian Turkish, the Istanbul factory, suddenly started to produce this very dark sounding Ks that a lot of people started using, like the young people back then, like Alvin, Art Blakey, Tony Williams, you know. So I think they tried to compete, because the Vidi Zildjian and the K Zildjian factory were competitors, you know, and the Vidi Zildjian used to make them partly by hand, but the K Zildjian used to make completely handmade. So sorry to say one more thing is that also in the 40s there was a lot of, like, late 40s, maybe early 50s, a lot of big band music, right? And then it made sense, you know, guys like, you know, Buddy Rich, Sonny Payne, like, you know, it made sense to have brighter cymbals that cut through the band. But then the small bands, like, you know, Alvin, and like, you know, like the smaller bands became popular, so the darker cymbals were more popular. So that's why I think Zildjian came, like, because this is like late 50s, early 50s, much darker. Early 50s kind of more beautiful, but the other one is like darker, and it's like very cool. So let me get another one. Then I have this. So this one is a Paiste from the late 60s, I think. Can you see the stamp? So it's a 602. Luckily, nobody cleaned it. So it doesn't have a serial number, so it's like from the late 60s. And it kind of has an A5. More aggressive, it's kind of cool sound. And because it's kind of dirty, it sounds pretty dark. Multi 602 sound better with. It's kind of more, but I like it when I put the sizzle on it. So I actually should put rivets in this one, but if I ever want to sell a lot of these Paiste people, they don't like rivets for some reason, so they think it will break. Nice. Has some similarities with the 50s A, so late 50s A on the left, right? So let's. But again, this has a little bit of tape, so it has something. So the Paiste, it's a bit more aggressive. This is like I think late 60s, like mid-late 60s. The earlier 60s Paistes were a little bit softer sound. Very cool cymbal. I really like it. With a sizzle, maybe maybe I should put rivets. So 602, 5 feet, and the Zildjian is definitely softer sound. But they sound kind of similar. Maybe, if you're playing like in a big hall and you still want to kind of swing, but maybe, there are also some louder parts, this 602 is nice. I mean, I like this early, like for some reason, like I guess in all cymbals, from the 70s, Paiste 602s became very stiff. It's like when I play them, like it's almost like it hurts my hand. But like the pre-serial ones, they are different and they all sound different. I have a couple, I have two 22s. Have this 20 and then there is an 18 on its way, like in 2 days I should have it, hopefully. I don't know how that one going to sound, but it's very, very light. I've never seen a light one. And I used to have an 18 that is a bit heavier, but I sold it. But very cool. Great for like funk. 50s. I don't like so much without the sizzle, but with the sizzle. This might be a really good cymbal if it kind of, if you want like to swing, but you need something to cut through. And some, you know, some players, they prefer a very bright, like ta ta ta, you know. So this could be, so, and then what else do I have? I have this one. So this is my only non-vintage cymbal. I have like one like custom made 22 that I'm selling. This is an Istanbul, and you see, so this one, this is an Ego, and the bell has been like hammered into shape. So they kind of try to emulate the old K sound, and they've come pretty close, but this is a little bit less labor intensive, you know, like, because I don't think they can afford to completely like shape the cymbal into with a hand. And but this is pretty, I know there's like a stamp, but there are two stamps here, but I cannot find it. And this like here. So this is not a Paiste, this is my only non-Zildjian or Paiste vintage cymbal, but man, it's a great cymbal. I bought this one because, can you see something? Anyway, it's like the 30th anniversary, and that's a modern cymbal. I don't know when it was made, but it's like made in the last 5 years or something like that. And I walked into the store, and I actually wanted to buy some sticks, but then I ended up with this one because I hit it. I was like, wow. So this is also same in the weight as my 50s A. Very dark. So this is my early 50s A. So it's a nice combination. Yeah, these transforms, they're amazing, but they're kind of rash. But this one, like it's around 2,000 grams, maybe a little bit less, but the stick definition is super, it's very defined, but it still has breath. Like a lot of, you know, a lot of people make cymbals nowadays, and a lot of them, they miss something. And what do they miss? They want definition, but they like the breath. And this one sounds very traditional, but it's very defined. It's very dark though. And this one sounds good everywhere, almost everywhere, except like with the singer. When I used it with the singer, it's too dark. But I used it with the piano trio in a different location. I took it on tour. I used it with horn players, like everything. And it sounds great. It sounds great with every stick. So let me play it. It's a hand hammered bell. It's completely hammered in shape and it's integrated. I like it. This cymbal I can take it to 90% of my gigs and it will sound good in any room. Except, like I said, with the singer, it can be too dark. Even if I play like the, it's not that heavy of a cymbal, but even if I play super like fast, stick definition is always there, so I can feel it from very soft to very loud. That I never lose the stick definition, but it still has a traditional breathy sound, and it's very close to a K. Speaking of which, I have a K. I forgot about that one. 1 second. I have this one. I'm not showing all my cymbals. Okay, let me first play with this one. So this is Istanbul, and so with the K that I have, see, that's a K that it's a new stamp. I mean, somebody cleaned it, unfortunately, but so this is one of the new stamps. So it's one of the last years that the factory, the Turkish Zildjian factory, I don't know if you can see the stamp, made, here you can see it. See? So these are the real handmade case, not like the case from today that have nothing to do with, you know, with the original case. So anyway, this is Istanbul. So my case is a little bit brighter, like this sounds more like an old case. Soft. It's crazy. I can play like super loud. It doesn't get out of control, but it still has the breath. So if you're looking for a great ride cymbal to play jazz, that's the, because you know, if it's too dry, it doesn't swing, you know. I mean, you can make anything swingy if you're a good player, but the stick sound sits on top of the wood. So. I don't think it's good. I think the 20 is enough. I have one, my Gretsch has like the 24, I think. I wouldn't do it, you know, because it's too much, you know. 20 is good. I think 20. You know, the Pure Sound has the 20, and Canopus has a really nice wire. Apparently one of my snare drums has a Canopus wire. I didn't know. Sounds very nice. And the Pure Sound 20, you know, I think that's it, you know, otherwise, yeah, you see? That's enough. I wouldn't do the 42. Maybe for some, you know, some people have it for some kind of special effect. You know, if you tune the snare very low and you want to have some kind of specific pop sound, you know, with tape, and then you have like a lot of wires, like, you know, this kind of sound. But for a regular sound, I wouldn't do it. Anyway, so Istanbul. Last but not least, so this is my modern, my old K. So I think this is an orchestra. Okay, cool. Yeah. Just take the 20s, like the regular pure sound, or maybe now it's Evans. Evans, I don't know. I think those are nice and they sound good on all the standards. So I don't get. So this is a little bit heavier cymbal. So let me compare it to the Istanbul. So modern version of the K, but again, it's like, so the Istanbul has the bell has been hammered into shape, and this is a pressed bell. So from the new stand, the 70s, they pressed the bell, which is fine, you know. And you have a bit of tape. It's a little bit heavy. It's like around 2,100 grams, a little bit under it. So it's my heaviest 20-inch, but honestly, after this K, the Istanbul is missing something. So let me, this is the early 50s A trans-type Zildjian, right? It's partly, and this is a handmade, except the bell is not like it's pressed. Handmade, late 70s, I think. This is like around 140 grams heavier than the other one, right? And this doesn't have rivets and a little bit of tape. It's similar, right? But this is the K. Man, the K, it still has so many sounds. Ks are the best, man. I mean, you know, the A is kind of like easier to swing. But the Ks, they have this, like, they have so many different sounds. It's unbelievable, man. Like even like this is not like your typical traditional, 20-inch cymbal, but man, it's the best, man. Santa rhythm with jazz? What do you mean? What is that? Samba. Yeah. Yeah, okay, dry, and I mean, it's all nice. I don't really like the modern stuff. I mean, they're very nice and they're very functional, but it's not comparable to the old stuff. Sometimes, this is popular guy, Isaac Yamba or something like that. He plays kind of the samba jazz, right? cymbals in the way of my tongue. I cannot hit it. Let me get a different cymbal up for this. Maybe my 602 is nice. But yeah, this K Zildjian, like if you can get some old Ks, like they go for a lot of money, but if you can get some like good ones, not all of them sound good. Some of them don't sound good because they were handmade. So if you have a handmade thing, it's more inconsistent. But man, those are great. So let me samba. So samba jazz. I mean, samba is more like straight 8-note feel, right? My favorite chop, the paradiddle-diddle. My favorite chop, the paradiddle-diddle, because it's the easiest one. Yeah, no, of course you don't need expensive gear. I mean, gear is just something, it's just something to enjoy also for ourselves. The thing what I noticed about the case is I just can get so many different sounds out of it. It's just, sometimes it's inspiring or, I mean, it's fun, I mean, of course you don't need expensive gear, like it's just for and of course, like when I went to Cuba, for example, they don't have any expensive gear there, and they all sound incredible, like so of course it's about the player. We have to do it. It's just for our own pleasure. Music at the end is for our own pleasure. Samba jazz, I'm not an expert in Brazilian music at all, so please forgive me if I say something wrong, but I mean, what if they have it? Well, it's confusing. I mean, it has, it's not like swing is like a triplet thing. If you slow swing down. But samba is it's a straight feel, so. Ostinato going on, for as far as my knowledge goes with samba, they have this ostinato going on, I think the basic is the clave. So, just like in a lot of South American and Central American music, the clave is the most important. So in swing and in U.S. music is a lot of times the triple feel. Right, and in Brazilian, Cuban music and everything, it has the clave and like the clave I know from Brazil is right, and the Cuban clave right. So thing on the right they do, right? Like, so I have to practice that, like I don't really play too much Brazilian music. I play like bossa a lot of times, and this Brazilian drummer, he gave me some really nice tips how to play bossa. But it's like a completely separate language, Brazilian music. But I can fake it, Yeah, I mean, like again, I'm not an expert on Brazilian music, so I'm just like saying what I know. Brazilian music, I will not claim that I know too much about Brazilian music, but I can fake it if I have to. If I have to, I can play something relatable. So let's put this one up. So this is my lightest major 40s. I mean, I don't know Melton so much, but yeah, he's cool, of course. Yeah, of course I like it, yeah. So, yeah, so swing again. I don't really like this right. I don't know why. So let me put up. Let me put up this one. My oldest rights. One second. So, anyway, which one do you like the most? Which one do you guys like the most? You still remember all the cymbals? So let me go over it. Ah, wait, I have one more. I forgot one. I have this one. So this is the cymbal. It's no brand cymbal. I got it for $100, and it has 8 rivets. It has space for 10 rivets, but like it's heavy. Yeah, it was too heavy, so I took 2 out. Eye of the Tiger. I mean, yeah, I can play this. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the Citizen, yeah. So it's like supposed to be like a cheaper cymbal, but I even recorded with it. light cymbal. Again, there's a video about the wobbling of my kit. Check my other posts, you know, it's because it's on a little stage, free floating stage, and my hi-hat stand is like this 2-leg stand. Okay, let me go over the right cymbals. This is the $100 cymbal, unknown, probably Italian. I don't know which era, but definitely vintage. Very light, under 1800 gram. So this is cymbal number 1. Then second one, late 50s, A, around 2035 gram. Very nice. Then I have another one. Early 50s trans stamp, lighter, right, like around 1870 or 1860, I don't remember, or 1890. Very nice. Then I have another one. Paiste 602, pre-serial. Late 60s, I think. I like this one with the sizzle. Also very cool. K Zildjian new stamp. The real K Zildjian. The handmade real K Zildjian, not whatever they're making now. It's heavier, 2,100 grams. Right, the Paiste is nice, right? Unbelievable. Yeah, sounds so different from the new one. This is an orchestral cymbal, like it's suspended. It's okay. Then I have Istanbul 30th anniversary, so that's the only modern cymbal. It's like maybe, I don't know when it was made, last 5 or 10 years, I don't know. Yeah, so this is all 20. This Istanbul is amazing, but it doesn't have the tone of these old cymbals, you know. So this is early 50s, like 960 60 gram A with rivets. Nice, but it's kind of bright, you know, from player's perspective. Yeah, maybe. So which one do you like the most? That's a good question. Do you like the Paiste? I mean, this is kind of stupid, right? This kind of remark. What kind of remark is that about my hair? My hair disappeared. Yeah, you like the Paiste? So let me, So I have a couple of Paistes. So I have this. This is a 22-inch Paiste. How do you like this one? So wait. So this is also pre-serial, but they all sound. This even like looks different. And so this is 22 Paiste, also pre-serial from the 60s. Sounds very, very. So that's a 22, yeah. But it's very functional. It's a little bit more mellow than the other one, but it's not as like dark and like I don't know. There's something like missing in the tone compared to the other. So 22. So this you can play rock with it, you can play jazz, you can play whatever you want with it. So it's a very if I would have only to have one cymbal that I can use for all the styles of music, I would take this right cymbal. You know? So if I put the sizzle on it. I mean, this is an early 60s or late 60s 602, so the Danny Carey is like the signature stuff, you know, like the new signature stuff is like very bright and kind of one dimension. It's cool for rock. I mean, you know, it's amazing for rock, but I mean, it's not comparable. Right? I mean, I just went to the hardware store and made it myself. You know, this is from the keychain, and this is like kind of, and you can make one. For Danny Carey's sound, it makes sense because he plays like stadiums and like he plays in a very loud rock band. So these cymbals, you know, they make sense. So this is my 20-inch again. If you want, I can show you. I have another, like a little bit heavier 22 Paiste, also 62, but from the early 60s. So 20-inch, it's nice, right? Kind of more aggressive than the 22, but it's also kind of darker. And without the change, I don't like it. I like it with the change. Let me get my other Paiste. 1 second. So this is the early 60s. It's a bit heavier, 22-inch. It has, so the stamp is a little bit different. If you can see it. Anyway, it's too heavy, like start feeling the money. So this one sounds different. So let me play this one. So I'm actually selling this one just because I have too much stuff. But it sounds pretty incredible. So it's a bit heavier. I would honestly put rivets on it, but I'm not doing it because I'm selling it. But it has so much darkness and also because of the patina. Let me put the sizzle in it. Nice. 20 here, but this is all, my other 20 20 are like mid to late 60s. This is early 60s. They even look different, you know. 22. I would put 6 rivets in it, you know. The late ones are more aggressive. This one sounds mellow, and then so if I compare, so this is again late 60s 22, lighter, around 24, 25 gram or something, and this is like 27, 72. Actually, now that I'm playing it, I kind of don't want to sell it. Yeah, I'm selling this one. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like this one, the lighter one is very functional. This one has a nicer tone. Of course, lighter is nicer, but the other one has like the tone of the other one. So. This one, I mean, I put it up for 500 just because it's it's the early 60s. You don't find this one. I don't know if you can see it. So the stamp is a bit different, and it's perfect condition. You know, but I would put it on. It sounds a little bit like Jack Dijonetted. Okay, the bell, yeah. Paiste is crashed so much better than Zildjian. It's very strong. It's pretty mellow and dark sounding. So if I played with this stick, I like it with this stick better. I mean, it is on reverb, but if you buy it on reverb, you know, you pay taxes and all that kind of stuff, and I lose money. So if you want to, can you like email me at drumcoachnyc@gmail.com? Drumcoachnyc@gmail.com. And where are you from? Are you in the US? So yeah, if you want to buy it, I can sell you off eBay, off reverb. But this is like, believe me, I used it in a pretty small space. Sounds great, and I used it in an outdoor space with horn players. Let me play. Also, I have a really good sound file on it on my website also. And it's worn out. I don't know which kind of sticks, but I like this stick the best. But interestingly enough, it sounds good with nylon tip too. So most Paistes they sound too aggressive, but this one. This tip is my favorite on the Paiste. But I like it with this tip too. Some maple sticks. So this is like, the Vater maple stick. Oh no, this one, sorry. But, I don't love it. I like. It's crazy how well that thing crashes, And you can use it for jazz. Sound better than your band player, that I can assure you. So email me at drumcoachnyc@gmail.com, okay? So I would put 6 rivets in it, honestly, Early 6602. So please email me, okay? drumcoachnyc@gmail.com. And yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah. So I have too many cymbals. So I'm just selling this one because I bought something else, and then I bought an 18-inch 602, that I'm looking paper thin. I don't know how it will sound. It's coming on Monday, and I just have to sell something. So yeah. So email me, okay? And I have a really nice. I'll send you another sound clip that I recorded with a microphone. Nice, man. Yeah. Nylon tip. Definitely is the most mellow Paiste 602 that I've played so far. Like my other ones sound really nice, but they're a little bit more aggressive, which is okay, But believe me, this one also sounds really good in the band. yeah, I have to. I've been doing this live stream a little bit too long, so yeah. So yeah, email me for the right symbol. drumcoachnyc@gmail.com. Okay. So email me and I'll send you the microphone recording of it, and we can talk about it. Okay. So, but yeah, I'm set. But let's do it off reverb, so you know we both save money. So yeah, I used it quite a lot also. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, email me and thank you for tuning in. I have to practice a little bit on my own.